Well, hello, friends. I'm Dr. Cecil Cockerham. I want to share some thoughts about what you say is so important. Well, we've heard that, we know that. But we've got to be careful about saying to yourself, either in your head or out loud, because according to Dr. Richard Lewis Miller, an 86-year-old clinical psychologist with 60 years of professional experience, he stated the mind records everything. Let me say that again. He says the mind records everything. It records everything. It records everything you see. It records everything that you hear. It records just everything, even your smells. It records everything. That's the message. When you criticize your back, I've got a bad back. A lot of people say that. My back is just killing me. Have you heard people say that? Well, the mind hears that. When you make any kind of commitments that are negative about yourself, the mind hears that. But suppose you should say positive things like, I'm really glad my back is doing its best it can under these challenging circumstances. I am so happy that my head was able to get rid of that ache that it had. So what's more fun, to feel better by making positive statements or saying negative statements instead stuck in that groove where you are being negative about things? You can say, when you have legs, well, what great set of legs I have that gets me going everywhere I want to go. It's better than saying that my legs are just terrible and I can't go where I want to go today because it hurts so badly. See, you got to be on the positive side. Wearing out, well, we're getting older. I'm 86, and I understand that. Of course, the positive feels better, and that's why it's better to stay on the positive side and be aware of the language that we're using, describing our bodies. Because when we describe our bodies in negative things, it gives negative results. I've taught this to my kids when they were small. Negatives reaps negatives, and positives reaps positive. So what do you want? As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You've heard that before. As a man thinks, so is he. So let's stay on the positive side and not to say anything negative about the body. Because remember, the subconscious mind hears it as if it's true and act on it. So in everything I say and do, just saying, well, be blessed, friends. Why? Because you already are. Bye-bye now.